Every era has its legends, but only a few ever reach that level, where the game itself bends around them, where defenses stop mattering, rules feel useless, and you realize you're watching something historic. From Shaq's brute force domination to Curry changing how basketball is played today. These are the seasons where greatness turned into history. These are the seasons that NBA legends changed the game of basketball forever. In 2005-06, Kobe Bryant was fantastic. This wasn't the championship-winning Kobe yet. This was the lone wolf version. No Shaq, no help. Just one man carrying a team that had no business competing, and still dragging them into the playoffs in the loaded Western Conference. The Lakers started the season with low expectations, but Kobe had different plans. He came out firing, averaging 35.4 points per game, the highest in nearly 20 years. He was dropping 30 a night like it was warm-ups. On January 22, 2006, he gave us something we'll never see again. 81 points against the Toronto Raptors. 81. Outscoring the entire Raptors team through 3 quarters. You could feel it that night. He wasn't just hot, he was unstoppable. Fadeaways, step-backs, dunks, threes. It didn't matter who was guarding him. He had 27 games with 40-plus points, 10 with 50-plus, and even a stretch where he averaged 43.4 points across 1 month. Imagine that today, the league would explode. But this wasn't just about scoring. Kobe did it with style and control. He was hitting contested shots with defenders draped over him, screaming, "There's no way he makes that." And then, swish. Every time. What made that season unforgettable was the mindset. The Mamba mentality. He wasn't chasing awards, he wasn't padding stats. He was chasing greatness in its rawest form. 2006. Kobe was the ultimate reminder that dominance doesn't always mean titles. Sometimes it means carrying the weight of an entire franchise on your back and making it look effortless. Every team in the league knew he was shooting. Everyone game planned to stop him. And they still couldn't. This season was legendary and one that the NBA will never forget. In 2012-13, LeBron James reached basketball perfection. This wasn't just peak athleticism. It was total command of the game. LeBron wasn't just the best player on the floor. He was the best mind on the floor. Every possession, every rotation, every read calculated. After the heartbreak of 2011 and the redemption of 2012, LeBron came into this season with one mission: domination, and that's exactly what he did. He averaged 26.8 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists per game, while shooting an absurd 56.5% from the field. A small forward with a shooting percentage like a center, yet playing point guard, wing, and power forward, all in one. From February through March, LeBron went on a shooting tear we may never see again, shooting over 60% from the field for an entire month, while averaging nearly 30 points a game. Then came the streak. The Miami Heat won 27 straight games, the second longest in NBA history. LeBron led them through comeback after comeback, game winners, and ridiculous stat lines that felt unreal. In the playoffs, he took over every moment that mattered. The block on Thiago's splitter in the finals, the game-tying 3 against the Spurs before Ray Allen's miracle, the stare-down dunks, the poise. He won MVP, Finals MVP, All-NBA First Team, and All-Defensive First Team, the full sweep. 2013, LeBron was unstoppable because he didn't have a weakness. Too strong for guards, too quick for bigs, too smart for everyone. He wasn't chasing highlights anymore. He was chasing greatness. And by the time the season ended, there was no argument left. LeBron James had become basketball's ultimate cheat code. In 2019-20, Giannis Antetokounmpo took the league by storm. He was a 6'11" freight train with guard handles and center strength, playing like a glitch in real life. Every possession felt unfair. One dribble from half court, 2 steps, and boom. Dunk. Giannis averaged 29.5 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 5.6 assists per game, all in just 30 minutes a night. That's right, he didn't even need full minutes to dominate entire games. He led the Bucks to the best record in the NBA and finished the season as only the 3rd player in history to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year, joining Jordan and Hakeem. On offense, he was unstoppable in transition, a blur of power and speed. On defense, he was a nightmare, blocking shots, switching on guards, cutting off passing lanes like a human wall. His 31.9 player efficiency rating ranks among the highest in NBA history. His net rating? Plus 15.4. That's domination at both ends. When Giannis hit the floor, opposing teams didn't strategize how to stop him. They strategized how to survive him. Whether it was bulldozing centers in the paint, Euro-stepping past guards, or sending shots into the third row, every night felt like a highlight reel. And the craziest part? He was still learning. No deep bag of moves, no consistent jumper, just pure willpower and freakish athleticism. 2019-20 was the year Giannis became more than a star. He became a symbol of unstoppable evolution. He wasn't built for finesse. He was built to break basketball physics. MVP. Defensive Player of the Year. The face of the league's future. That season, the world didn't just witness dominance. It witnessed the rise of the Greek Freak. In 1987-88, Michael Jordan was the closest thing basketball has ever seen to perfection. He didn't just dominate scoring, and he dominated every aspect of the game. This was the year he proved he could do it all. Offense, defense, leadership, and intimidation. Jordan averaged 35 points, 5.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 3.2 steals, and 1.6 blocks per game. He won the MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year, and the scoring title. The only player in NBA history to do all three in one season. Every night was personal. He didn't just want to win. He wanted to embarrass whoever stood across from him. He'd drop 50 on a rival, then guard their best scorer on the other end and lock them down. The Bulls weren't contenders yet. They were still building, but MJ made them believe. His competitive fire was unmatched. He was playing 40-plus minutes a night, attacking relentlessly, and still defending like his life depended on every possession. There's a reason players from that era still talk about him like a ghost story. Because in '88, Jordan wasn't human. His vertical, his speed, his body control, it all looked like slow motion compared to everyone else. 1 second he's hanging in the air for a layup, the next he's rejecting a shot off the backboard like a center. He led the league in steals, was top 5 in blocks among guards, and single-handedly terrorized offenses. And when you watched him, you could feel that killer instinct. Every dunk, every glare, every celebration. It wasn't just confidence, it was the beginning of greatness. 1988 wasn't just Michael Jordan's breakout. It was the season basketball met its apex predator. Offense, defense, willpower, and all at once. Nobody's ever done it like that again. In 2015-16, Steph Curry broke the league. Nobody had ever seen a player change basketball this much, this fast. Every shot he took was a gamble against logic. And he made logic lose. The season started with a bang. 40 points on opening night, then 53, then 46. And the Warriors never looked back. Curry wasn't just shooting threes. He was sniping from distances that used to be warm-up jokes. He averaged 30.1 points, 6.7 assists, 5.4 rebounds, while leading Golden State to an NBA record 73 wins. That's more than Jordan's Bulls, more than any dynasty ever. But it's how he did it that made it insane. He hit 402 three-pointers, shattering his own record by over 100. Nobody had ever crossed 300 before. Curry did 400. He became the first unanimous MVP in league history, shooting 50% from the field, 45% from three, and 91% from the line. Absurd efficiency for someone pulling up from 30 feet. Every arena he walked into turned into a show. Fans came early just to watch his warm-ups. Opposing benches laughed, shook their heads, and then realized it wasn't luck. Steph turned the half-court into his comfort zone. He hit game winners from the logo, like that 40-footer in Oklahoma City that made the crowd go silent. You can still hear Mike Breen's bang echoing through NBA history. He wasn't just scoring, he was redefining space. His gravity stretched defenses until they broke. The game itself had to evolve to catch up. 2016, Steph Curry was more than dominant. It made the case that he wasn't only the best shooter of all time, but possibly the greatest point guard to ever play the game. In 1999-2000, Shaquille O'Neal wasn't just the best player in the world, he was the most unstoppable force basketball has ever seen. Every game looked like a highlight reel from a different planet. Players didn't guard Shaq. They survived him. He averaged 29.7 points, 13.6 rebounds, and 3.0 blocks per game, shooting nearly 58% from the field. Those numbers are crazy enough, but they barely tell the story. This was pure domination. Centers fouled out trying to stop him. Coaches built entire defenses just to slow him down. The league literally had to create new rules because of Shaq's size and power. He led the Lakers to 67 wins, claimed the MVP, Finals MVP, and All-Star MVP. A clean sweep of basketball's biggest honors. In the 2000 NBA Finals against Indiana, Shaq averaged 38 points and 16 rebounds per game. One of the greatest finals performances ever. Double teams? Didn't work. Triple teams? Still buckets. The man was a walking paint apocalypse. You couldn't push him, couldn't move him, couldn't stop him. The only strategy was hack a Shaq, and even that just delayed the inevitable. Shaq wasn't just big, he was nimble. Soft hands, quick spins, explosive first step, all at 325 pounds. Every dunk felt like a declaration, every roar was a warning. His presence alone changed games. Teammates got open, lanes cleared, defenders hesitated. Shaq bent the entire league to his will. When the Lakers needed him most, he was a monster, and his dominance gave birth to one of the greatest dynasties ever. 1999-2000 wasn't just Shaq's MVP year. It was the year the NBA realized what happens when raw power meets unstoppable talent. The Diesel wasn't playing basketball. He was destroying everything in his way. Every one of these seasons left scars on the league, the kind only greatness can leave. It's not just about points, trophies, or stats. It's about impact, the kind that forces the game to evolve, the kind that turns athletes into legends. So tell me, which season defines true dominance to you? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe. Because this is just the beginning. You're watching Athlete Artifacts, where we don't just remember greatness, we relive it.